Kitty? You okay?
Not really. Oh, it probably sounds stupid.
Come on, we're friends. What's wrong?
Well, my cat just passed away and... Oh, have you ever experienced just struggle through change?
Well, I can certainly relate. I've often had to move around a lot because of my earlier behavioral problems that kept me getting kicked out of school. And I've certainly experienced the loss of a pet several times, including my current dogs who are on their last legs. Want to talk about it some more?
Not really. But, oh, hold that thought. Newest episodes.
Yay! Well, that was certainly an episode. Though, what do you think about it, Kat?
Well, whilst the episode itself is not one to reference the topic of loss itself within its frame, the manners in which it does indeed address the subject well mirrors one's recovery of such an advent, and does in some sense remind me a tad of a loss I had experienced prior to its airing. This series is not exactly one that could call up such a topic within its medium of a children's cartoon, yet it does manage to do such in a way that is rather low risk within its range of allowed content. Something that should be celebrated as it was allowed to be addressed at all.
Yeah, much like the last episode, I did feel somewhat underwhelmed, but still had to go, it's a kid's show. Much like if they thought they'd do a little more when Party Favor was punished, I was hoping this episode would have focused more on Twilight. If so, I might have cried when we saw Twilight at the tree. Yet, just because I didn't cry didn't mean I didn't feel for this moment.
The experience and emotion that would naturally accompany the acceptance of any natural loss is evident within the actions and dialogue of both Twilight and Spike, yet do so in differing contexts in accordance to their respective relations and roles. Twilight seemed to have experienced a natural loss concerning the Golden Oak Library and to have achieved acceptance of it through her own means, as evident by her being relatively unknown to Spike's own suffrage concerning the topic, as it seems to affect him onto the point of tears at the sight of the burnt and demolished structure once being the library. Their subsequent support of one another within the said scene does indeed bring a sense of completion in both the context of the characters and the series itself, in its acknowledgement of loss and its effects within the frame that it works within, yet also does give me a bit of a reminder of my own experience concerning general loss.
Again, while I don't think this was done as well as it could have been, and would even do a lot better in the next episode. But again, considering that this is a kid's show, I still have to respect any show that can tackle this subject. Change is hard, and I've never been good at it, and I'm worried about how I'll be able to handle myself when my own pets soon pass away. Not to say they're my first experience at pet loss, but it never gets easier.
Yeah, I still do remember my dear cat of 17 years, and am reminded of her attributes and behaviors as Twilight was upon seeing the burnt stump of her home. I recalled everything that she had done and how differently everything felt once I had picked out another cat, accompanying with it entirely new behaviors, senses, and personality. Yet the current ongoing journey that is my own experience does mirror that of such that this episode highlights, that being the acceptance of both what has undergone in the past and what can be embraced for the sake of my own future.
Indeed. We see such at the end of the episode, where Twilight's friends find a way to help Twilight by hanging a chandelier of the roots of Twilight's old home, along with pictures of good times she had across, with plenty of room for more. Shows how, while it's important to hold on to and always cherish what you lose, it's important to continue living, and to make new memories. And in any case, enjoy the time I have with my pets and loved ones. So feeling any better?
I am. I mean, my cat may be gone, yes, and I will certainly never have any other like her. I will keepsake my memories and emotions I have of her, whilst creating entirely new ones with the opportunities I now hold. I have another cat now that brings a bit more energy into my home, a family that accepts me regardless of my faults, friends that are incredible individuals in their own right, and one wonderful person I can hold on to knowing that they will likewise embrace me in return. Nothing will exactly be as it once was, I can almost guarantee such. Yet in order for anyone to move forward in such an occurrence in which something dear to them is lost, a prospect of what is new must be accepted, yet embraced as one would wish it. Such is something I can greatly appreciate the show for contributing to the topic within its limited medium, both for the purpose of addressal for both its characters and surrounding context.
So I guess that's that. As long as we remember all the good times we had, We will always make it through with our friends we cherish.
Yeah, I'll get through it. I always do.
No problem, Cat. You need a hug?
That would be nice.